But anyway, I've started a new channel, Sleepy Hollow, same formula. It's gonna grow. So I've done it again. How many channels have I got to grow until you guys realize that the self-doubt that you have is purely emotional? Because at the end of the day, growing tight beat channels is easy. If it was hard, I couldn't have grown 7 odd channels, right? I couldn't have grown multiple channels to thousands and hundreds of thousands of views, etc, etc. And the funny thing is, with this Sleepy Hollow channel, we are actually still at the beginning. Like, it's very early days, but I know from experience, again, that this channel is just about to go crazy, okay? And if you put things in perspective, it was only a month ago that I pretty much made the channel. I even missed 2 weeks of uploads because obviously I was focusing on another channel. But now, like, it's just growing, bro. Don't know if you guys can see that. Right, we've got thousands of views right now, okay? We're getting thousands of views right now. But the only way this is possible is because my mindset is in the right place, you know? I've seen the opportunity. I've seen YouTube start to promote my content. Remember, I started posting again on this channel when I saw an influx of about 300 views compared to my average. Okay, so one of you guys might have seen that with your lack of experience and lack of self-belief, basically, seen the extra influx of views and probably just ignored it, saying, oh, it's only 300 views. You're looking at it as kind of like a surface level type of thing. But I look at it like, okay, 300 more views compared to what I usually get. That means there's a spike happening and I need to get on the spike. I need to ride the wave that's about to happen. I saw the opportunity, right? And all I did from that moment is start posting every day. And now I'm averaging, like, you know, thousands of views per upload, you know? And all I need to do now to secure this channel is just post good beats every day. And it's that simple. And I will have this channel as one of my main channels, like a type beat channel, right? Like a successful type beat channel. And look, it hasn't taken long. It wasn't hard necessarily. It's just simple principles that I've developed over the years that I understand to the core that have allowed me to basically capitalize again on this channel. So yeah, I'm raking in thousands of views. You know, I can see, like, if I'll show the analytics somehow. I'll put the analytics on the screen now. These are the current analytics of the channel in terms of the views and the trajectory of the views and the subscribers, etc. Look how good it is. All I have to do is continue posting. Will there be dips again? Yes, of course. There's peaks and valleys in life in general, right? But the premise is that the channel is overall growing. I've gotten like, I think 150 or 160 subscribers in like a week, you know? And if you put that in perspective, I've not really had a beat on this channel that's blown up yet. It will come soon, but, you know, I've not had like a 100k view beat yet, but it will happen. Give it about 2 months, there will be one, okay? Now, how is this happening? How do I keep doing this? Like, how many videos
you can't keep getting away with it
before you kind of realize that it's not hard? Because at the end of the day, the only people that still struggle with growing channels are the people that just don't listen. I'm just putting it out there. It's not about your skill as a producer. It's not about how well you can make the beats. It's literally your ability to listen to the advice that people like me are giving you, okay? And your failure to act and stay consistent with the actions that you take. Because it's all well and good posting a few beats a few days, but then if you don't see the little instant gratification, short-term results, you switch off and you stop being consistent. That happens to a lot of you guys, and I've seen it. There's a lot of people DMing me saying, oh, you know, my channel's still getting 10 views, blah, 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 blah. I've been uploading every day, blah, 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 for this amount of time. But are you really trying, though? Like, how hard are you trying? You know, are you just kind of throwing a beat up that's not really that good every single day? No, you can't do that. It has to be like a great beat every single day. That has to be your aim, okay? I've got people messaging me saying, what artist should I pick? What niche should I pick? It doesn't matter. I cover all this in my course. By the way, my course is available right now. It shows my whole process. I documented my whole process from start to finish in terms of what I do to grow a channel. So there's no way you can fuck up if you watch the course and apply every step. No way. That's in the description. Get it now. And of course, you can also get my ebook, The Type Beat Bible, and that helps so much. People have vouched for me that I don't even know in my comments, okay, about that book. So I don't even have to sell it to you guys. It's not a case of me trying to sell it. I'm just genuinely giving you a resource that's going to help you and open your mind up to this whole type beat thing, right? But you can get either of those things or both to increase the likelihood of your success. But the premise is, there is a formula. You don't reinvent the wheel with this type beat thing. You just do what works until it works. It's not complicated. And like I say, I think the hardest thing about navigating this type beat thing is just when you're posting every day and when you're trying to figure out how to grow a channel, you don't know what to look for. You don't know the signs of growth like how I do, like how I saw the little influx, literally a little spike, and that's enough for me to go, yeah, that channel's gonna blow. You guys can't do that because you haven't seen it before, okay? So you kind of just shooting in the dark sort of thing. That's why I made the course. That's why I made my book, so you could help, so that they could help you identify when these moments happen so that you can capitalize, okay? And the thing is, when I started out making beats, I just did the same thing that I'm telling you guys to do. I took advice from people that were already doing the thing that I wanted to do, and I reverse engineered the process, okay? And I looked at, okay, what did they do? And if in some cases, like for instance, Ant Chamberlain, he said it in an interview in Producer Grind years ago. And since that interview, I changed my whole formula, you know? Like when I first saw that interview, at the time I was doing stupid stuff, like doing multiple artists and all this kind of stuff, weird thumbnails. The guy literally said, tunes to tube look, one artist, boom. And ever since I heard that, like, I took it as gospel. It's not just like his opinion, it's literally fact, because guess what? He was successful at the time and still is, from what I understand, with this type beat thing, okay? So if he's successful doing what I want to eventually be doing, then I'm going to take his advice as if it's gospel. It's not complicated. But look, what will happen is a lot of you guys watch my videos, get inspired, and then you'll follow my advice for like 2 minutes, and then you'll get emotional and egotistical about the process and start doing your own thing, and then you fail. Right? It doesn't happen. And I'm not telling you guys to forego the use of your own brain, but the thing is, you don't need to use your own brain with this type beat thing, to be honest. You just got to follow what I'm telling you. And what I'm telling you is, stick to one artist, do the tunes to tube look, believe in the process, stay consistent, post every day, make the beats really good, and eventually it will pick up. Maybe it won't be your first channel, maybe it won't be your second, but your third channel, it might work. But there's one thing I want to say that I've noticed within the last kind of year or two, right, of doing this type of thing, is that there's a lot of people making multiple channels, and I'm one of them, right? I've made so many channels. Initially, I started out with one, which was my A Boogie channel. And that channel became like a brand, and that brand basically got me placements, made me loads of sales. I managed to move out of my house and all that kind of stuff, my parents' house, for a while when I was focused on that channel. And then I started adding in all these other channels, kind of like as an experiment for the YouTube, right, for you guys. But it kind of turned into a crutch, whereas like if the one channel wasn't doing as well anymore, I'll just make a new channel and get the random influx of views that always happens, and then that channel will die, and then I'll move on to the next one. It becomes a pattern. And I think what needs to happen in 2024 for you guys and for me is that we need to focus on building one channel as a brand. No more of this making multiple channels to try and kind of like capitalize on multiple markets. No, make one channel, and try to grow that to basically infinity. Try and make that a recognizable, established brand that people can remember, and they know that's the channel I go to for beats. That's the best way to make a living as a type beat producer. I've done it all. I'm telling you, the most money I've ever made from type beats is when I am focusing on one channel, which is why with this Sleepy Hollow channel, the idea is to just keep growing it, don't fall off, get really kind of like stay on it, and turn it into a brand. Like how I had the other Sleepy Hollow channel that I sold, it was kind of becoming that, but then I obviously sold it and I was going through a little midlife crisis sort of thing, right? But this time it's going to be a case of, you know, focusing on this niche, adding in a few artists here and there to keep it rolling, but for the most part, Sleepy Hollow, guitar, lo-fi, hip-hop type beats, right? That's going to be my brand. And I really want to make a case of this. Like, stop making multiple channels. It's holding you back. You can't spread yourself so thin. You have to stay focused on one lane. And trust me, as much as you might get 100,000 views in another niche, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to make loads of sales. What determines the sales is how strong your brand is. I'm telling you, right? I made a lot of sales off the A Boogie channel on the premise that the channel was kind of like established, okay? And when people come and see the beat, so for instance, if I have a beat with like 200,000 views, right? And a lot of people are coming into that, you know, coming to hear that beat every single day. And then they see the channel and it's kind of just got like 1 or 2 beats that have barely any views. They're kind of thinking, this is fishy. Like something's wrong. They assume something's wrong with the channel. Whereas, and your beats, obviously. Whereas if you have a channel where you have loads of beats, like hundreds and hundreds, and they all have like over 2,000 views sort of thing, right? And then you have those standout beats with 200, 300,000, 500,000, 100,000 views, they're going to be more inclined to buy a beat because you seem like a more accomplished and polished individual producer. That's the error a lot of people are making in this day and age with the type of thing. They're making loads of channels just because they can, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the brand's going to be strong. So yeah, anyway, I just wanted to make this video to update you guys on the CP Hello channel. Stay tuned with it, because bro, it'll probably hit 1,000 subscribers within the next couple weeks, you know, if I play it right. Maybe a month, okay? But we'll see. I'm not rushing it. All I know is that the channel's growing, it's getting lovely, you know, influxes of views. YouTube's promoting it, and the beats I'm posting are pretty good, you know? So, yeah. If you're still tripping about growing a type beat channel, you think you can't do it, or, you know, it's saturated, type beats are saturated, listen, is a load of shit. It can be done. I've done it multiple times. I will continue to do it. Okay. But obviously, like I said, I'm focusing on this channel now because it's more profitable. And yeah, if you guys are still lost, I highly suggest you grab my course. Like I said, I outlined the whole process, start to finish. Stuff that I can't reveal on YouTube is in the course. And if you can't afford the course, fine. Okay, it's not that expensive, to be fair. It's an investment, okay? But if you can't afford the course, get the Type Beat Bible. If you want something to study in terms of the Type Beat thing and trying to figure out how it works, study my CP Hello channel, watch my every move, and maybe you'll learn something even from that process, okay? Ciao.